Hello, welcome to my lecture series. This is my third lecture. Myself Rinki Bhoumik, Assistant Professor, JIS College of Engineering. So today's topic is Laplace and Poisson's equation. This is the continuation of electrostatics chapter. So today we are going to discuss about Laplace and Poisson's equation, how to prove this equation, the derivation, and also some examples we'll do in today's class. So first, let me tell you what is Laplace and Poisson's equation. This is Poisson's equation. This is the equation nabla square V equal to minus rho V by epsilon. What is rho V and epsilon we'll discuss later on. And also Laplace equation is nabla square V equal to 0. These are two equations. This is the Poisson's equation. This is the Laplace equation. V is the potential. V is the electrostatic potential. Now we have to prove these two equations. So let's start. So how to prove? First of all, in my last lecture we proved the differential form of Gauss's equation, that is nabla dot D equal to rho, where D is equal to epsilon E. D is nothing but the displacement current. So D equal to epsilon E. Now E is the electric field and epsilon is the permittivity. Now if we put it over here, then what we can say that nabla cross or dot epsilon E is equal to rho V, where rho is nothing but the volume charge density. Now from this equation nabla dot epsilon E, what we can write that nabla square equal to rho V. Also there is the equation nabla dot E equal to rho V by epsilon. Now since E equal to minus nabla V, that's why from this equation ultimately we can write that nabla dot minus of nabla V. Since E equal to minus nabla V, so that's why nabla dot minus nabla V equal to rho V by epsilon. This is nothing but the potential, electric potential. So finally what we can write that nabla dot nabla V equal to minus rho V by epsilon. So here nabla square V equal to minus rho V by rho small v by epsilon. So this is nothing but the Poisson's equation. This equation is known as Poisson's equation, which states that the potential distribution in a region depend on the local charge distribution. Now next is Laplace equation. This is very easy to derive because if we consider a charge free where the charge is 0. If the charge is 0, obviously the volume charge density rho will be 0. So therefore the right hand side, that means this rho V by epsilon will be equal to 0. So that's why nabla square V equal to 0. This is called as Laplace equation. So thus from Poisson's equation we can easily derive Laplace equation. So this equation is known as Laplace equation. Now we'll start discussion on Laplace equation in Cartesian coordinate, spherical coordinate and cylindrical coordinate. First we'll start with Cartesian coordinate. Here grad V equal to, grad means what we know, that del del x, del del y, del del z, and ax hat, ay hat, az hat. So here thus from grad V we can write del V by del x ax cap plus del V by del y ay cap plus del V by del z az cap. Now nabla dot a can be written as del ax by del x, del ay by del y, del az by z, del az. So therefore ax can be equal to as del v by del x. Ay is equal to del v by del y. Az equal to del v by del z. So finally our aim is to prove Laplace equation, that means grad square v, nabla square v. So nabla square v is equal to del square v by del x square, del square v by del y square, del square v by del z square is equal to 0. Next is cylindrical coordinate. This is very important. Here nabla dot v equal to del v by del rho, a rho hat, 1 by rho. This is actually the nabla form in cylindrical coordinate. Okay, so 1 by rho del v by del phi, a phi hat, del v by del z, a z cap. Now nabla dot a equal to 1 by rho del rho a. Now a, that means what? Ax equal to del v by del rho, 1 by rho del phi by a phi, del phi of a phi equal to 1 by rho del v by del rho, del z of az means del v by del z. So if I put all this over here, then what we can write, that del rho of 1 by rho del rho of rho del v by del rho. That means we have placed del v by del rho over here. Also del phi of del v by del phi, that means del square v by del phi square plus del square v by del z square. This is completely the Laplace equation. In spherical coordinate also we have to know the form. This is the final form of the Laplace equation. Now here also nabla dot v equal to del v by del r a r cap plus 1 by r del v by del theta a theta cap plus 1 by r sin theta del v by del phi a phi cap. Now nabla dot a, this is the form in spherical coordinate, 1 by r square del r of r squared a, 1 by r sin theta del theta of a sin theta, 1 by r sin theta del phi of a phi. Now a, instead of a what we can write, del v by del r. Instead of a here what we can write, 1 by r del v by del theta. That is actually written over here. And also del phi of a phi. So instead of a phi what we can write, 1 by r sin theta del v by del phi. So if we put all this over here, then finally we can get this form, Laplace equation. So also you have to remember the Laplace equation. So this is the application of Laplace and Poisson's equation. Potential at any point in between two surfaces, when potential at two surfaces are given, we can obtain this one. And also we can obtain capacitance between these two surfaces. These are two applications of Laplace and Poisson's equation. Now there is an example, like here potential V is given and epsilon equal to epsilon naught, and also at some point P equal to this is the coordinate of that point P. So here you have to find the V, find V at point P. So how to prove it? First of all, V equal to this one, the form already given. So if we put the values of x, y, z over here, then what we can get? The value of the potential. So this is minus 18 volt. So if you put the values over here, then you can get these values. And also Laplace equation, bear in mind the Laplace equation in Cartesian coordinate. Okay, so nabla square v equal to this del square v del x square plus del square v del y square plus del square v del z square. Now for one dimension what we can write, that del square v by del x square equal to 0, but this is not in one dimension but x, y, z. Three dimensions are here present. So that's why we have to differentiate for x, y, z with respect to x, y, z. So first, when we differentiate with respect to del square v del x square of b, then we can get it as equal to 0. Also del square v del y square. So if we do this second derivative, then we can get the value or expression as this one. And also del square v by del z square, we can get these values. So if we add all these expression over here, then what we are getting, that is not equal to 0. But what we know, that by the Laplace equation, what we know, that nabla square v must be equal to 0. So since we are getting not equal to 0, that's why v does not satisfy Laplace equation. This we have proved. So thus, if the potential is given, then by the equation and by doing this differentiation, then we can come to know that either whether it satisfy the Laplace equation or not. So thus, by doing this derivative, we can get to know the result, that whether it satisfy Laplace equation or not. Thus we have to remember Laplace and Poisson's equation. So this is about the Laplace and Poisson's equation. We have to derive all these two equations also, and we have to remember these two equations, and also we have to practice this kind of numericals. So thank you for today.